SpaceX is building the largest rocket in human history, one designed not just to reach orbit, but to carry humans permanently to Mars. Starship stands about 120 meters tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty including its pedestal. It consists of two parts, the Super Heavy booster and the Starship spacecraft that sits on top. The Super Heavy booster alone produces more thrust than any rocket ever built, including the Saturn V. 33 Raptor engines power the booster, each burning supercooled methane and liquid oxygen. Unlike traditional rockets, Starship is designed to be fully reusable, landing itself after every flight. SpaceX pioneered rocket reusability with the smaller Falcon 9, which has landed boosters hundreds of times. Starship takes this concept further, aiming to be reused within hours, like an airplane rather than a disposable rocket. The booster is caught directly by giant mechanical arms on the launch tower, nicknamed chopsticks. This catch method eliminates the need for landing legs, saving significant weight and complexity. Starship is designed to carry up to 150 tons of cargo into orbit, far more than any current rocket. This payload capacity could eventually carry over 100 people to Mars in a single flight. The spacecraft is built primarily from stainless steel rather than the carbon fiber used in most modern rockets. Steel was chosen because it remains strong at both the extreme cold of space and the intense heat of re-entry. Starship uses a unique belly flop maneuver during re-entry, falling flat like a skydiver before flipping upright to land. Heat-resistant tiles cover the windward side of the spacecraft, protecting it from re-entry temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees. SpaceX has tested numerous prototype vehicles, many of which exploded during early landing attempts. Elon Musk has embraced this rapid test and fail approach, saying failure is an option here. Each explosion provided crucial data that engineers used to improve the next prototype within weeks. SpaceX built an entire Starship factory called Starbase in South Texas to manufacture these rockets rapidly. The goal is to eventually produce Starships on an assembly line, much like modern aircraft manufacturing. Starship needs to be refueled in orbit before it can travel to the Moon or Mars, using multiple tanker launches. NASA selected a modified Starship as the lunar lander for its Artemis program to return humans to the Moon. This version will dock with NASA's Orion capsule in lunar orbit before descending to the surface. Musk's ultimate goal has always been Mars, envisioning a self-sustaining city there within decades. He has stated a belief that becoming a multi-planet species is essential insurance for human civilization. A journey to Mars aboard Starship would take approximately 6 to 9 months depending on planetary alignment. Passengers would need to survive cosmic radiation exposure far exceeding what astronauts experience in Earth orbit. SpaceX envisions eventually sending Starships to Mars during favorable launch windows that occur every 26 months. Early uncrewed missions would test landing technology and begin building basic infrastructure before humans arrive. Mars's thin atmosphere, only about 1% of Earth's density, makes landing large spacecraft especially difficult. Future colonists would need to produce their own oxygen, water, and rocket fuel using local Martian resources. This process, called in situ resource utilization, could extract fuel directly from the Martian atmosphere's carbon dioxide. Radiation, extreme cold, and dust storms that can last for months present enormous survival challenges on Mars. Despite the challenges, thousands of people have expressed interest in eventually relocating to a Mars colony. Starship has already demonstrated successful orbital test flights, proving key elements of the ambitious design. Each successful test brings the vehicle closer to routine operations, similar to how Falcon 9 evolved over years. The rapid pace of development represents a fundamentally new approach compared to traditional government space programs. Critics question whether the aggressive timeline and safety margins are appropriate for eventually carrying human passengers. Regardless of exact timelines, Starship represents the most serious industrial attempt yet to reach Mars. If successful, it could fundamentally change humanity's relationship with space, making it accessible rather than exceptional. the cost per launch could eventually drop to a fraction of current rocket prices through full reusability. This cost reduction could enable applications previously impossible, from massive space telescopes to orbital manufacturing. Starship may ultimately be remembered as the vehicle that turned Mars colonization from science fiction into engineering reality. Whether Starship succeeds in carrying the first humans to Mars within this decade or the next, it represents humanity's boldest attempt yet to become a species that lives on more than one world.